My name is Keda, aka Kedapalooza, and I am a content creator and Twitch streamer. I got my start in the gaming industry a couple years ago. I wanted to throw myself a pandemic birthday party, and I thought it was just gonna be a one-time thing, but now here we are with a full-blown community on Twitch. It's just changed my life. I love streaming, I love gaming. I mostly do, I would say, variety content with more of like a lean on The Sims. I love other sort of like sim type games like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley. So here's a fun fact about me. I got to dance on stage with Lizzo once, and that was pretty sick. I got called out by one of her tour staff, and they really liked my outfit, and they wanted me to join Lizzo on stage with some other people that they were picking out from the crowd. It was the biggest adrenaline rush of my entire life. My heart was beating so fast, and it was one of the coolest things I'd ever done. I absolutely love Lizzo. I love what she represents, especially in the body confidence community. 10 out of 10, I would do it again. I would do it again. When it comes to Black representation in gaming, I'm just gonna speak from the games that I usually play. Like I said, I play a lot of simulation games. I think I've always leaned towards those games because I get to create essentially myself and my own experiences in those games. Of course, like in the beginning, and I mean honestly still, when it comes to the true breadth of representation, so I'm talking about like different hairstyles that are more than just afros. You see amazing change makers in the scenes like Ebonic Sims and Mira, and making these amazing CC and things for Black players to see themselves and to have their experiences in game. I thought it was pretty cool when they added like bonnets and durags or things at night. I wear my bonnet all the time to keep my hair fresh and moisturized and protected. There are so many aspects to the Black experience that I don't think can be fully captured in video games, but when it comes to representation, I think we're starting to get places, but there's always going to be more room to grow, because as we know, racism is a systemic thing. It lives within everything that we do. People will need to, continuously check their biases in order to make games more inclusive. One game that I can say outside of the ones that I've mentioned, and I can only speak to this from a viewer standpoint, I watch my friends play Baldur's Gate a lot, and I have to say, when it comes to the character creation, I thought there were so many options. My friends are trans, non-binary, and they got to see themselves in the games as well, including like a Black non-binary friend who got to create their character with the hair, the skin tones, everything. I'll give Baldur's Gate their props. I think that Nicole Byer would do an amazing job playing me in a movie. I feel like Natasha Rothwell gives that attitude, at least from what I've seen in clips, and she's also a plus size person. Like, I think that would work pretty well. And my gut instantly went to Animal Crossing. I think Animal Crossing's got some pretty Black coded characters. All right, yes, this is one I think I've always said this. So listen, I think that Barbara from Animal Crossing is secretly a Black grandma or auntie. You can't tell me otherwise. She just gives loving, charismatic, calls people darling. I love calling people darling. Old church grandma that when you see them when you walk in, and she's like, come here, sugar, I got a little purse candy for you. I think Barbara gives that energy, and I love her so very much. Personally, okay, this is twofold. Yes, it has kind of become the new afro. Everybody's got the Killmonger locks, and I think that they look very cool, which is why I don't want to retire them, because I think it looks good and it is a different option. However, can we have variations? Can we do more intricate locks? Like, Killmonger locks aren't the only styles of locks that we can have. I would love to see some real long, intricate, like, when people get their locks retwisted and they look so cool, and they're just like in these really cool patterns. I would love to see more studies on people with locks in different styles. There's more to life than the Killmonger locks. I don't think we need to do away with them completely. Honestly, I don't think we should do away with anything when it comes to Black representation because we already have so little. I think it's cool that we're starting to have staples. One, we need more variations of those staples, right? But we just need more variation in general. So, I mean, yeah, throwing an afro on everybody, not great. Throwing locks on everybody, also not great. But I think that we can tailor the roots. Roots, hair, get it? We can tailor the roots. We can say, okay, so we've got locks here. What other different styles can we do? There's so many different types of afros, you know, side shaved, high top. Both can put the teeny weeny afros. I've got a teeny weeny afro going on under this hat right now. More work just needs to be done. This one's hard. There was a moment where I hadn't played the game in a while, and so I did a lot of updates and things like that. I think this was probably close to the beginning of when I started streaming. I didn't realize how many hairstyles they had added to the base game. It just blew my mind. I was not prepared to see that. When you're used to getting so little, the fact that you have more options will always seem like an incredible moment. Oh, I can do more than just what I usually pick. Another area that I focus on a lot is being a plus size person. We don't get a lot of plus size protagonists in games ever, or as playable characters. It may be little, but when I see options to make a person bigger than whatever they deem the biggest option, or when you see in Fortnite, they don't really make them that big, but there are some characters that do have more body that are a little bit more plus size, and it's always so exciting. Me and my friends oh my god, they've got another plus size character, that's so cool. So that always makes me feel seen too. My favorite video game is The Sims, right? So thinking slice of life, kind of build your own reality kind of situation. For some reason, when I think of an album, think Olivia Rodrigo kind of as a soundtrack plays in my head. And I think that's because, I use The Sims for a lot of gameplay, obviously, but also a lot of escapism. That's how it started for me when I was a kid. Just thinking of Olivia Rodrigo's music. And I mean, I'm 30 years old, right? But I think there's still that yearning, or there's still that sentimentality that rings true in her music that I think transcends many ages. I would also say Paramore. As you can see, the genre that I'm kind of going for is that strong femme voice, which I also really relate to. I used to do a lot of cosplay. I love it. I don't do it as often anymore, but some cosplays that I've done that I really loved are Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. Also, another character that I love is Diva from Overwatch. I've also done not exact cosplays as her, but near cosplays as her. I've made this really cool varsity jacket, so it could be a diva varsity kind of situation. I'm repping her team in Overwatch. I thought it was really cool. And somebody that I would really like to add is Rainbow Bright. I know that is so random, but I love her outfit. I love her character. I love how bright and sparkly she is. I love her little sun friends. I just want an excuse to buy moon boots and wear a little dress and just be cute. I don't live enough life in life, so I must live life in video game. That's it. That's what I've got. If I had to explain for $1 million, I instantly, My Hero Academia. I know that a lot of people don't like My Hero. I love My Hero. I love My Hero. I love Deku, even though he's a little annoying. I love Bakugo, even though he needs to get checked, and he needs to get checked immediately. I love all of them. I love their pairings. I love that certain students are friends with other students and how that helps them build their characters in the end. I don't know if it would be $1 million worthy, but I could do a PowerPoint presentation